Then you see, and he was in all white, and the lights were on, and it was like the Godzilla music, right? Yeah, it was like a bottle snowman was like, yeah, come on, and I'm like, I think I understand the guy. Oh, I'm sure. I mean, he was like, this picture was just absolutely glowing. So you ever like glowing, and I had to tell you, oh yeah. It's nice to have you right in my corner. That was so funny.
Fine. Morning.
Well, here, man.
Anybody can sit there.
It was chilly. I'm Joe. I've seen it a couple times. One day I thought, what is that?
chicken leg. Everything's working, streaming, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, streaming's up. Everything's good.
Synchronize our stopwatches. Alright, so you pointed this way. We're going 1, 2, 3. All the way. 1, 2, right here. Alright, 5 minutes, everyone. 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
On deck, just so that you guys know, Michael, Matthew Piper, and Cynthia.
Oh, Cynthia is not here.
Oh, she's not here?
No.
Okay.
I thought I crossed her out.
Nope. That's okay, baby. So that means you're out here. The pole between the weight and the hands are good. So we have just two.
right, welcome to the International Kettlebell Games. This is the Detroit Qualifier. We are about 10 seconds away from starting the very first heat of this qualifier.
What? That's when it hits 5. So 5 seconds.
All the way over to the left.
Go.
On 1 we have Michael Axtell. On 3 we have Matthew Piper. Michael's making his debut in the pro division, looking very strong. We got Matthew Piper going pro-am. Both athletes being very, very methodical. They actually train out of the same gym. Michigan Kettlebell, good friend of mine, Craig Sylvester. Fantastic gym. So if you're up in the what is that, Troy area, make sure you look them up. All right, Michael's struggling just a little bit. Now, one thing about this medley is it's very strategic. So if you're a strong person in the jerks, then you're going to exploit that and get as many reps as possible.
10 seconds.
Now, they're 10 seconds away before they actually have to go into long cycle. But like we're saying, it's all about strategy. If you're strong in jerks, you're going to put up a lot of jerks. If you're strong in, say, the squats, you might save yourself a little bit to put up a lot of numbers in that. The medley is based on coefficiency, so what these athletes are doing is put up as much weight as they can, and it's divided by their body weight. That'll give a coefficiency score, and that's how they're ranked in this. So now they're going into long cycle, and Matthew's just struggling just a little bit. Mike's looking good. Matt very, very fast in the jerk portion.
20 seconds.
Okay, they're about 20 seconds away from beginning the squat portion. And what you're gonna notice when they get into squats is that they can either do traditional rack position or they can actually run them up on their shoulders, making a back squat. That's the technique I prefer. By the way, this is Garen Clark speaking right now, rocking the microphone.
Good. Give your squat.
Get on the squats, Matt. Knock him out.
Good job.
And now they're getting ready to prep for squats. It looks like Matt's going to be a pretty good strong squatter. He's already prepped and in position. He's knocking him out. Mike goes up. Now this set for smaller athletes, not very easy, because you're talking about, that's Mike over there. He's about 170 pounds, and he's got 140 pounds on top of his shoulders. I don't know what the math is, but I'm going to assume that's right around 90% of body weight that he's manipulating for 5 minutes. But he's looking fantastic, very strong athlete. Both of them are very strong athletes.
10 seconds. Next up is chest
Okay, so now chest press, they're going to transition into that. I got a feeling, knowing what I know about Michael, he's going to ride out squats as much as possible. Chest press is not his thing, so he's going to go all the way to the horn on that one. Matthew's on his way.
Come on, man.
And the cool thing about this in the IKG is our judges are also very hands-on. So in this, they can also hand in the weights. I'll tell you, speaking from experience, those double 70s, those 32 kilograms, it could take me 30 seconds just to get in position. So sometimes I'll opt just to have somebody hand me that as well. The judges are on the floor right now. They're making sure that the athletes are touching their elbows to the floor and then lock out. Now, you can go butt-up technique. You can keep them flat. You can do anything with your legs. It's all about getting those elbows on the floor and then a defined lockout. We got snatches starting in about 4 seconds. And this is going to be a straight-out sprint. It's whatever they have left in the tank. This is not an easy set right here. And he's coming off of on 2, pro heavyweight female Erica Crawford. On 3, Andrew Willis, pro-am division. And Amanda Vallis, I believe, is amateur. Once again, you're watching the International Kettlebell Games, the Detroit Qualifier, powered by Sony, also being brought to you by CATS, Kettlebell Algorithm Training System. Natural Force, phenomenal supplement company. If you haven't heard of them, check them out, mynaturalforce.com. They make a great pre-workout, intra-workout, as well as recovery, all organic, phenomenal stuff. All right, we'll be back shortly.
Done. Come on, Erica.
You that backed out on us last Saturday, she was supposed to come out when she was with I know, I'm just
Here we go.
I want to say shit. Oh my god, that's
Well, I can do it because he has to judge when
You can?
Yeah, because he has to judge while you're competing. So I'll do the next 2 rounds.
Okay, cool. You can maybe interview me if you want to. All right, so my partner in crime, Matthew Phillips, is going to be taking over the microphone the next flight. I have to get ready for my set, and I'm actually in flight 3. Wish me luck, folks. Wish me luck.
Make sure you ask your person if they need help on the chest press getting it wrapped.
50 seconds.
But Whitney, don't turn it back. Just write the numbers as you see them.
Okay. About 30 seconds away from round 2. Got Leroy on platform 1, Erica on platform 2, Andrew on platform 3, and Amanda on platform 4. Leroy, who just won his first professional MMA fight, I believe last weekend or 2 weekends ago, competed last year as a pro. Erica won dominant female last year. Andrew and Amanda are both, this is the first time competing, so.
Get it, Erica.
So of course,
Keep breathing, Erica. Blow out at the top. That's it, Erica. 20 seconds. That's it, Erica. Next up is squat. Deep breath, Erica. Deep breath.
with squats, you'll probably notice a couple different styles. You can do like Erica and Leroy, which are doing right on the shoulders. So is Andrew, and then Amanda is actually doing rack squat.
Come on, Leroy.
About wherever you're stronger. People that are used to doing normal barbell squats like to do the back squats.
Good job, Erica. Come on, Erica, push. Come on, Erica. Go. Good girl.
20 seconds.
There we go. Power up.
10 seconds. Next up is chest press. Begin.
Come on, Erica, get it, girl.
With chest press here, it's kind of hard to see, but basically we don't care as long as elbows touch the ground, full lockout. Kind of do whatever you need to with your feet. Make it an elevated chest press if you wanted to by kind of doing a bridge.
20 seconds.
20. Good job, Amanda. Dig. Another one.
And then this one, you're getting ready to go right into snatches, which would be
Snatches next.
Go, Drew.
pure sprint for most people.
Begin.
60-second sprint basically, as many as you can get in. You can switch his arms as many times as you want.
That's it. Come on.
Granted, you could put it down if you want, but
Good girl. Use that
with something
hip.
like this,
Nice.
you're just trying to get as many as you can get in.
That's it, Erica. Come on, keep breathing, girl. You're halfway through. Good job, Erica.
Good job, Amanda.
20
Go, Drew.
seconds.
20 seconds. Push it, man. Push it. There you go, Amanda. There you go. Kick that heel.
20 seconds. 10 seconds, actually.
Come on, finish strong.
Good job, Amanda.
3, 2, 1.
There we go.
Nice job.
Flight 2 is over. So flight 3 coming up. We got we'll have Garen, Isa, Joanne, and Beth. All going. So that starts in a little less than 5 minutes.
Just so that there's double count. He's verified what you bring here. Round 3. We've got Garen,
Okay, a minute away. Getting ready to start the third round. If you are watching, it appears our stream's coming in and out. Try to fix that in between rounds or in between the next events, but we're up right now, so 20 seconds away from flight 3. Garen's going to be in round 1. He was dominant male last year. He's looking to, of course, repeat that in July. Isa moved up to pro this year. She was pro on him last year. Joanne is a amateur competitor. This is her first time, and Beth competed last year. So, got a mix of new and old, pro and amateur. So,
10 seconds. Next up is long cycle.
I know Garen likes to get as many of those jerks in as he can, so he doesn't have to necessarily do as many long cycle.
Start. Come on, Garen. Come on, Beth.
Keep going. Good work, Joanne. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Good job, everybody.
Nice work. Strong.
Good job, guys.
Good work, Joanne.
After this, going to squat, so that's
One more, Joanne.
long cycle hits you in the cardio for a second, and then you immediately go into squat when you can't breathe. So it's not a fun transition.
Good work, Joanne.
Squat is going now.
Come on, G.
Good, good, good. You're strong, Joanne.
Good job, Joanne. Keep it up.
20 seconds.
Good work, Joanne. Get it up. Get it out. Get it out.
20 seconds, and then going into the snatch set. Just trying to get as many snatches as you can.
Good job, everybody. Let's have the snatch. Come on, Garen. Pretty good.
Nice, Joanne. Spread it out.
Goal here, just sprint. Many as you can get in. As many times as you need to switch your arms. Whatever you need to do.
That's it, Joanne. Good work, Joanne. You're killing it. Killing it. Come on, Joanne. Keep going. Good. Repeat. Repeat.
Come on, Ben. 10 seconds.
Lock it out.
Good job, Ben.
Keep it up, Joanne.
Good.
There we go. Finished with flight 3. Moving on to flight 4.
And John. G. John Garlic.
4 minutes to flight 4. We'll have John Balcazar,
Need your card.
Danielle Piper, Malene. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm reading the wrong. I was reading the chair press. It's John, Danielle, and Juanita. That's who we have coming up. No. Sorry. Only I can do that.
You'd be like, yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we'll subtract it out. You don't write it on the scorecard, John. You tell me to keep that out. And you'll write it on the scorecard as the judge. No, wait. 20 seconds. We're starting with the jerk.
Okay. Getting ready to start flight 4. John Balcazar, Danielle, and Juanita. John's pro. He was going to compete last year, wound up hurting himself, so this is his first time competing in this event, but he's definitely can throw the 32s around. This is Danielle's first of time competing. Juanita did compete last year in Pro-Am, so she's been here before.
That's it, John. Come on. Good day at the office, my friend.
Good, Juanita.
20 seconds. Use it all.
Awesome work, everybody.
10 seconds.
Nice, Daddy.
All right, next up, long cycle. And go.
30 seconds left. Move into the squats after this.
Good job, everyone. Here we go, 20 seconds.
Have them go from the jerk to the long cycle, which starts to kill your cardio, right into the squats. When you can't breathe, it is definitely not fun.
10 seconds.
Good work, Juanita.
We're moving to the squat.
Get ready.
Here we go. Come on, John.
Everybody's looking fantastic.
Ever again, everyone's doing the
Just
back
breathe.
squats.
Make sure you're breathing.
Great job, everyone. Looking good.
get as many as you can in. Depending on your strength, the next one to chest press, for me anyways, winds up being a little bit of a
All
rest.
day long, my friend. All day. You can do those all day.
John is just destroying squats right now. It's one of his strengths, so he just will get as many as these as he can in.
My lats be so big I can't put a shirt on. I want my quads to be so big I can't put jeans on.
That's it, all day, my friend. Nice.
Now moving into the chest press.
Fantastic work. Keep it tight, John. Keep it tight, okay?
Come on, we need this money right here.
Breathe, everyone. 20 seconds in. Got it. You got it, Juanita? Go.
That's it.
20 seconds. Let's go. Spread them out.
Let's go, Juanita.
Got this.
15 seconds.
Come on, Danny. Put it out.
Come on. Let's go. 10 seconds. That's it.
Almost done. Almost
Put it out,
done.
Danny.
5 seconds.
That's it.
Come on.
That's it.
2, 1.
Up you go. Flight 4 done. Flight 5's coming up.
Oh, he's separated. Up next, Colin, Whitney, Melanie, and Janice. Judging, Maureen, Isa, Erica, and Amanda.
Juanita's.
Tiffany, she's right here, Melanie. Whatever the coach says when they end, write it down. Each time. Don't worry about separating it out. And then Eric will write them on the board. And like, write it out. Check. So I'll kind of do it for something because I'm not good at this. One on each side. Count it, count everything. Because you see her raise your hand and tell us you know what. I'll just raise my hand because I'm not I got it.
Here, tape the plug. Tape the plug together.
right, so if you're just tuning in, we're about to get into the 5th flight of the medley, which is 1 minute of jerk, 1 minute of long cycle, 1 minute of squat. In pro-am right now, throwing up those 16 kilogram kettlebells, double. That's 35 pounds a piece.
Good work, Melanie.
Right next to her on 3, we have Melanie in the amateur division, looking very strong, very methodical, still working through the set. Probably going to put up a ton of numbers. Now we're transitioning into the long cycle. Okay, Colin stumbled a little bit. I suspect he'll probably do 3 or 4 reps, rest, and get ready for squats and chest press, which he will put up a lot of numbers between those two. Right next to him, Whitney, literally just learning the jerk about 4 days ago, and you know, she's been away, a lot of work stuff going on, hasn't been able to make it in the gym, but you know what, she still showed up, and she's here giving 100%, looking great. Love the shirt. Yes, say yes.
20 seconds.
All right, we're about 20 seconds away
Good work, Melanie.
from going into the squats,
Squat after this.
and we'll watch the techniques on this one. Colin is going back squats.
Time.
Money right here, Melanie. Go.
And it looks like everyone is opting for the back squat technique, which if you have a strong back squat, it makes perfect sense. In the normal traditional rack technique, it's more quad dominant, and it also, because the kettlebells are weighing on your lungs, a little bit of a
Keep going, Mel.
compression, so it's a little harder to breathe. However, some people still opt for that because it's more comfortable. And if you're very quad dominant, it makes perfect sense.
Go, this is you.
But all these athletes are going back squat technique right now. Looking very strong, very relaxed. Everybody focus on the clock.
Come on, Melanie. Don't stop. Don't stop. You're there. Keep
Strong.
going. Keep going.
10 seconds. We're moving to the chest press.
Come on, Melanie.
All right, now we're about to move into chest press.
Go, one more. One more.
Time.
Right now, I'm being joined by the medley superstar, John Belk, is always happening, my friend.
A little tired, but besides that, I'm feeling great.
You look fantastic, man. I know earlier last week we were talking. Your goal is to get 80 reps in that bad boy. Did you get close to that?
Yeah, I got 82.
Good God Almighty, man.
You know, I came in with a strategy, and what's nice is in some parts I didn't hit it, but I excelled in others above what I thought I would get. So at the end of the day, all that matters is the end result, and I met and achieved my goal, so I'm very happy.
Right on. Right on. Chest press. Now it's crazy. It's like Colin is super strong on the bench press, but it doesn't matter. Once you're pre-exhausted with 3 exercises, especially 3 exercises leading up to that, it's very difficult to press that weight. So now we're in the snatches,
Let's go.
and all this is now is a flat-out sprint or whatever you have left in the tank.
Breathe.
And there's not much of that left when you get to snatches.
Right.
Colin's looking strong. Actually, all the competitors are looking pretty strong.
Absolutely. So it's fantastic having you get down and watch you perform, because I know last year in the finals, man, you had an injury that kept you out, and I said it from get-go. You know, to me, I'm still the underdog to you, so I tell that to everybody, man. So it's good to see you on stage, competing against you, competing alongside you, you being healthy.
Yeah, it feels good to be back and feeling and performing at 100%. I was definitely upset last year when I wasn't able to compete because I had worked so hard leading up to the competition, and you know, injuries are a part of our life, so I had to deal with it and make a strong comeback, and I felt I did that this year, so very happy.
Right on. That was Flight 5. It just finished up. Everybody looking very strong. Smiles on faces. So, man, I know that something else that you're actually getting along or getting ready for right now is that death race, man. What is that all about? Tell the people.
Well, the death race is it's a Spartan death race. It's at the end of June in the mountains of Vermont, and what that is these 70, 80 hours. Who knows? There is no set end time, so you just keep going till the field has dwindled to just a few crazies.
Yeah, and you know what? That alone of the undisclosed time, the big question mark, as an athlete, you know, when we train, we always usually know the finite number. So it makes things a little bit easier when you know what level you have to hit. And then, so now you take that away, knowing that it's going to be some crazy race, 60 miles plus, all these undisclosed, at least 38 hours, all that stuff, man. That has really got to just like take a toll on the mindset going into this. So like, what do you do to train for something like that?
Exactly. You know, as far as training, I mean, outside of cutting wood, which is almost a given every year, you really, I mean, obviously, I think you need to have some decent physical conditioning, but it really is a mind game. And just finding that, again, that proverbial happy place and just staying in there for as long as possible and just keep chugging along. You know, and I think a lot of the training that we do prepares us for that, just because with WODs and with, you know, AMRAPs and events like that where you're just pushing and your body wants to give up, and you know, you let your mind take over and persevere. You know, that's what you're going to need. That's what I hope is going to give you the edge to be able to be called the death race finisher when this is all said and done.
Now, for the people out there, keep in mind, John paid to do this race.
Yes. Paid handsomely.
He paid to do this race. I was having a conversation a few weeks ago with some of the athletes here, and I was like, that is something that like literally somebody would have to pay me to do. And so then I sat down and started thinking, what would be the monetary amount that somebody would pay me to do that? I figured out I would take no less than $20,000.
And here I am paying a couple hundred to be tortured. But
if they said $19,500, I'd be absolutely not.
All right, my friend, I got to go do some judging.
Yeah, all right, man, you got it, my friend. All right, we're getting ready for Flight 6 right now. And in Flight 6, we got Mike Mueller, Pro-Am on 1, Tim on 2, Shane in 3. So we got 2 Pro-Ams, and on 3 we have an amateur Shane, also a gym owner, phenomenal athlete himself, and he's just a fantastic dude all the way around. For a second.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to... All right, once again, you're watching the International Kettlebell Games Detroit Qualifier. I'll be back shortly.
We'll just put them on.
Here we go! Jerks first! Go!
Okay. Got Mike and Tim. They're both competing in Pro-Am. This is both their first events, the first time they have been competed. And as Garen said earlier, Sean on the 3rd platform.
Good, Tim. Stay focused. 20 seconds. Here we go. 10 seconds and we're moving to the long cycle. Time.
Go.
Breathe, everybody. There you go.
Nice little breather right before the snatches.
Come on.
I need to go warm up.
All right, I'm back. I had to get some calories in me. That medley took it out of me.
Come on.
All right, 10 seconds, and you're moving to the snatch.
And included in those calories was one of my favorite supplements ever by Natural Force called Ischiate. It's an intra-workout. It's organic, but I swear there's alien technology in that stuff. Anyway, we're at the snatches now. And you are watching Mike, Tim, and Shane go at it right now. Now, in the middle, this is Tim's very first workout. He's also 16 years old, very, very, very strong. Also, in June, he's going to be making his debut in powerlifting, and right out the gate, probably break several world records. This young man is very, very strong, and I love coaching him. Kettlebells is something relatively new to him. And at 16 years old, these young men can only get better. Only get better.
5 seconds. Toss it out. Go.
Come on, you guys.
Rip them up.
Here we go.
All right, we got 10 seconds.
5 seconds.
Come on.
Yeah, no, it's okay. And that was flight 6. All right, so once again, if you're tuning in, you're watching the International Kettlebell Games, Detroit Qualifier. This year's a little bit different. Last year we had just a final. It was more of a exhibition where everybody actually can make it in the finals, and it was a lot of fun. So this year we decided to have a couple qualifiers. We had one in Dover about a month and a half ago, which was a lot of fun. So shout out to Colin and the crew out there at Seacoast Kettlebell. I almost said paintball. Man, I used to play professional paintball, so that's one of the things that's still etched in my soul. Paintball. Now we're getting ready for the last flights in the medley. So Matthew Phillips making his debut, also one of the owners of IKG and IKGA. I'm excited to see him compete. Last year he was also plagued with a couple injuries that kept him out of competing. And so as a close friend of mine and a training partner, I'm geeked and happy to see him actually back on the platform because he is a beast of an athlete as well. So he'll be on 1. On 2 is going to be Trinisha. 3 is going to be empty. And on 4, we got Debbie Serdue. We got Leroy Johnson, the man, the myth, the legend, coming off of his debut pro fight in the U.S. with a TKO stoppage at 2 minutes and 19 seconds. I forgot, what was that gentleman's young name?
Jason Fish.
Jason Fish. He's had quite a few fights, I believe, in the pro, and Leroy basically manhandled him. So what's happening, my friend?
Hanging in there. Just trying to have a good day today. I mean, still high off my debut win, but trying to focus here and dial it in here with these kettlebells.
Yeah. So how you feeling so far?
Not too bad. After having that week away from hard kettlebell training, it's a little rough, but the bells aren't feeling that heavy today, so I can't complain.
Yeah, speak for yourself, man. Those 32 kilograms always felt heavy to me. I hate it. Yeah, many training days this week? No, and you still got in there and stomped the yard, you know what I mean? We call that deload week.
No, my elbow was bothering me a little bit from my fight, so I thought it best to just dial it down and relax and rest up for this.
Yeah.
So I probably wouldn't have been able to pick up a kettlebell most of the week.
When's your next fight? Anything on the schedule yet?
Nothing yet. They're trying to get me on a TXC card, which is in June and July out in Mount Clemens. But they're also talking about sending me over to the Middle East.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that with Darren Krukchink and all them with the UFC stuff or no?
No,
Something
it's another organization where they've just decided it would be a good matchup, and they're talking decent money, so it'd be tough to turn down.
Hey. Yeah. Don't forget your trainers, man.
Oh, no, I won't. Trust me.
All right, so right here on platform 1, we have Matthew Phillips. On 2, we have Tranisha. And on 4, we have Debbie Serdou. They all got their game faces on right now. This is the last flight for the medley.
2, 1, yeah.
Everybody's looking fantastic. Now, the one thing about the medley, like I mentioned way earlier, this isn't one of those events unless you just have astronomical stamina where you just go balls to the walls, excuse my French, from beginning to end.
It's almost impossible.
Yeah. You gotta pick your strengths and dominate those things, and then just improve on your weaknesses. But still, you don't want to tax yourself in an event that's gonna cost you performance-wise on one of your stronger suits. Now, it's interesting, in training with Matt, his goal is to go 10 reps across the board. Now, I don't know if that's what he's still got today, so he's pretty balanced throughout everything, and that's always been his mindset.
2, 1, begin long cycle.
And Matt has not put the bells down once. Now, I know that Matt's also training for 5K or a half marathon, and it might even be a full marathon. We'll find out when he gets back up here, but I know he's wanting to get back to running again. He still has not put the bells down yet. I suspect he's probably going for 10 reps.
30 seconds in.
Tranisha and Debbie both in the Pro-Am division. Very impressive, those double 16-kilogram kettlebells, 35 pounds a piece.
10 seconds to squat.
They're definitely pick and choosing where you excel in this.
Yeah, absolutely.
1, squats.
All right, so now we're in squats. Now, Matt chooses to go front squats, but he also has really strong quads, and his back squat technique is improving, but it's not his strongest thing. So he's very smart on what he does, and he's comfortable holding those kettlebells in front. He also has a very strong core too, so I know because he was plagued with back injuries in the past, herniated disc, things like that, and he has fought his way back to that, but he's had to spend a lot of training really getting his core together to take the pressure off his back, so he can handle that. I swear, for me, trying to do a traditional rack hold and squats after all that, I'd be good for probably 2-3 reps, and I'm out. Man down, sniper.
Yeah, it was tough for me when I was feeling it. Try and hold it on the front. It's just
skip
not
that.
happening.
All right, now we're in chest press. So the biggest thing here is just a lockout and then making sure the elbows hit the floor. Some athletes will bounce their elbows off the floor. That's fine, as long as they hit. You'll see some that will actually raise their butts up. That's fine too. Some people keep their legs straight. That's A-okay as well. I don't know if the mic can pick up, but you can hear how hard the athletes are breathing up here. That's my treat.
No, this is definitely where everybody's just trying to tough it out and get as many as they can. And just keep switching hands until time.
So, Leroy, where can people follow you on Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff? You know what your
Instagram, I think I'm Leroy J183. On Twitter, I think I'm Grizz_183. I need to make that easier. Definitely.
Yeah.
So I'll probably end up changing those handles, but I'll put everything out there.
Yeah.
Make sure everybody knows everywhere.
Yeah, right on. It'd be awesome to follow you, man. We got. I mean, not only do we have a pro kettlebell athlete, but he's also a pro fighter, and I have no doubt in my mind, you guys, everyone's gonna see him on the main stage. I'm talking main stage, UFC, all that good stuff. I'm gonna call out there within 2 years.
Fingers are crossed.
I mean, your overall record is what, 15-1?
Overall?
Overall.
Kickboxing, I mean...
No, I don't count that kickboxing one. We don't even talk about that.
Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
15-1. So people out there, even though he has one fight under his belt pro, in the amateur, which was unheard of, he went 14-1 in the amateur division. Most pros seem like they get about 4 or 5 fights in amateur and then they move to pro.
Yeah.
You just were dominant for a long time, and I mean, explain. That's probably part of the reason why you had a hard time getting fights in the pro division moving up, right?
It was, actually. I had a sideline for a year just trying to get that first pro fight out of the way. That led to me taking a kickboxing fight.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about
we'll
that.
Skip that.
Hey, but the journey abroad, that was cool.
It
That
was
was a good
eye-opening
experience. Yeah, for sure.
Eye-opening
We don't talk about that
experience. I
kickboxing
like
thing.
it. So.
No, I mean, basically, Leroy takes a fight, and Leroy is just like how fighters should be. You know, he's like, I'm game for any fight. He takes a fight over in, where were you at? Romania. And it was a tournament. And his first fight he pulls is like the guy ranked number 2 in K1 kickboxing in the world. So, but kudos to Leroy. He didn't ever back down. But still, though, you know, taking on somebody who is seasoned in that, as I was watching that, I kept just saying, you know what, dude, you're so lucky he can't take you down. You're so lucky he can't take you down. But all right, so now we're going to be setting up and getting ready for the seated chair press. Once again, you're watching International Kettlebell Games being powered by Sony. Also being brought to you by Natural Force, Kettlebell Algorithm Training System, F3-Performance. Boom. Matt, I know you're still breathing hard, man, but how'd it feel to be back on the platform?
Pretty good.
You look great, man. You look great.
First time in 2.5, 3 years competing, but felt good.
Yes, man. All right, time to go set up for seated chair press.
Yeah. Technically, I guess it's not bad. I was disappointed.
Oh yeah, neither am I. It's like the last time, like it feels like wrestling. You think
64, 70. And yeah.
Honey, is this going?
No, you can take it.
I got it.
All right, so we're about 10 seconds away from the seated chair press second event. Flight 1, Pro Michael Axtell on 1 and Matthew Piper on 3. So on this one, it's 5 minutes, as many reps as you can get in. And unlike the medley and the traditional kettlebell, international kettlebell game events, if you put the kettlebell down this time, your set actually is over. So in the pro divisions, the gentlemen are going to be using 24 kilogram kettlebells. Ladies will be using the 16 kilogram kettlebell. Wait, let me just make sure I said 24 kilogram for the pro for guys, not 53 kilogram. That's a whole different monkey. If I could see the chair press 53 kilogram kettlebells, dude, I would manage myself and start working in circuses.
Quit my day job.
Yeah. All right, so you're going to see differences in technique. The bigger, stronger athletes, this is going to favor because literally they're just going to have the muscle strength to put up a lot of reps. However, usually the bigger athletes aren't going to be able to rest the same way as smaller athlete. So a lot of times, like if, for instance, when you see Leroy get up there, he's going to probably bust out 60 reps in 2 minutes, which is the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen. Where I'm going to try to last a full 5 minutes and just be more methodical, trying to hit X amount of reps per minute. And Michael is showing the pain just a little bit. This is not easy to do. Not looking fantastic. He explodes up, comes right back down and rests. Trying to recover as much as possible in between those reps. Everybody's looking fantastic. But even in the seated, everybody's looking fantastic. All right. I know that Mike just got a warning for lifting his butt up off the chair. So that would be his last warning. If it happens again, then what will happen is he'll get a no count. So at this point, he's just holding on. I think he's going to try to ride out the 5 minutes. Matt is still looking relaxed. And can you get it up? There he goes, Mike. Yeah, very nice. Mike has very, very good overhead alignment, so if he can just... All right, so it's time for me to go get prepped. I'm gonna be in flight 3, so I get these shoulders warmed up, get the body rejuvenated again, and get ready. I will talk to you guys in about 15 minutes. I think Matt can handle the mic at this point.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Yeah, you still running the camera?
Not that one. That one, I want to. We never erased the old stuff, so I erased the half. So I erased all of it now.
Yeah, I downloaded everything.
Oh yeah, so I erased all of it. I'm not worried about it for the chair press, but for the gorilla, I'll set it up and we'll. Yeah.
Right, Tim?
2 minutes.
Wow, Leroy. You did good, babe. Were you happy with your numbers?
Not really, but whatever.
Okay.
Okay. More reps. Because any tiebreakers will come down to who basically held the weight the longest. So and here we go. Some people want to try to pace, but when you're someone like Leroy, there is no pacing. You're just trying to get as many as you can done before you no longer can hold the weight. But when you're Leroy's size, there's no rest here either, so try to get 2 sets of 20 out and be done. So yeah, we're a minute in, and I think I just heard that Leroy is 26. Minute in for me, and I'm at get 12.
Good work, everybody.
Ten more seconds to the 2-minute mark. If you see Andrew on platform 3, that's how I tend to rest in this. With well, he's getting ready to, I think, do a couple reps, but I tend to do the lean. 6 seconds and we'll be halfway through. Half.
All you, girl, yes. Here we go. 1 minute left, guys.
1 minute left. See if everyone makes it at least to the 5-minute mark. Andrew is really fighting through these reps to get every extra rep in.
Come on, Erica, you got it. Hold strong.
Andrew is fighting for that rep. 10 seconds. Everyone's definitely going to make it. Good job, everybody. Good job. That was flight 2. Flight 3 is coming up in 5 minutes.
Beth, you're on platform 5, babe.
No.
No?
No. Oh, yeah, no, This is all my area.
Are you? So Amanda's done?
Thank you.
Right here. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Isa?
I got big shoulders, so you gotta
Under 3 minutes. Love you, honey.
I see it all the time. Swear to God.
Anything for you, sir.
Bring it out with their keys. I see some people with jeans. I'm like, we trying to look good right now. Screaming.
2 minutes to flight 3. With Garen and Isa on platform 1 and 2. And all the way down at the end on platform 5, we got Beth. Medley is kettlebell size wise. Here we go. Garen's definitely someone that'll pace in this. I think Isa does too. She just has a faster pace with those bells. Looks like Garen, I think, is trying to do every 6 to 7 seconds a rep. Put him right around 30 reps if he makes the entire 5 minutes. I know I tend to try to shoot for every 5 to 6 seconds. I've done 6 seconds in all my practices up to now, so I'm going to try to knock it down to 5. Get a couple extra reps in over the 5 minutes. Almost at the halfway mark right now. Everyone's still looking good. Not seeing any terrible struggles for reps yet. But that'll very quickly start happening when you get into these last 2 minutes. We try to make sure that since you have to do all 3 events today, that you have about an hour from when you finish your first event to the start of the second event. Going into the seated chair press, it's slightly less. I think everyone has about 50 minutes. And then going back into the gorilla, the last one, you'll have just over an hour rest. Just enough time to give you a little bit of recovery in there. Luckily, after this, you don't really need your shoulders anymore. No more overhead pressing for the rest of the day, so. Minute 10 seconds left. Isa just said she wants to try to sprint at the end, so she's going to try to get probably another 10-15 second rest in and just knock as many out as she can. Garen's still pacing. He might try to in the last 10 seconds, 15 seconds sprint, but I think at this point he's past sprinting. He's probably just going to try to stick on pace or not fall back too far behind. His reps are starting to come hard though. on our card. We're minute 15 to go till flight 4. Coming up on 30 seconds. I'm gonna
That blue ball, I think, is on the desk.
20 seconds.
All right, I'm back after doing my seated chair press performance.
Stand up, 10 seconds.
Though I PR'd with 31, besting my last is but 30. I still didn't hit what I wanted to do, which was 7 a minute at 35 reps. So literally the last 30 seconds, I had nothing left. So on this flight, we have John, 2 is Daniela, 3 Melanie, and 4 is Juanita. Now John, unlike me, he's actually a stronger presser, so he's going to be pressing at a much faster pace. But resting for him is going to be a little bit harder. Although he is going to use the cross leg technique, which is legal. Okay, so we are about 2 minutes in to a 5-minute set. Once again, like the other events in the IKG, if the kettlebells hit the floor,
Here we go.
your set
Under
is
3.
over. Everyone's looking really, really strong. Juanita's fighting hard. She gets it up there. Great, great overhead alignment. And the 2 amateur ladies are just repping them out, man. They are killing it. John is trying to recover right now a little bit. I'm sure there is a human being out there that can bust out non-stop reps for 5 minutes. I don't know one personally, but I'm sure somewhere in the world somebody can. So you have to be very methodical during these. Find times, take a little bit of breaks. About 3 minutes in. Everybody's still doing fantastic. Got about a minute and a half to go.
Minute and a half.
John is recovering. Looks like he might save up for the last minute sprint. Everybody's taking the breaks right now.
All right, 1 minute left.
We got 1 minute to go. At this point, John, I suspect, is going to be trying to just wrap them out. So after having those bad boys on your chest for 4 minutes, it's going to be really, really tough. But he's doing fantastic. Everybody looks great. Danny and Melanie just continue to rep out. Juanita's still in, but it's fantastic. Everybody's gonna looks like they're gonna make the 5 minutes.
30 seconds, last 30.
They're doing fantastic. And with 5 seconds left.
That's it. There you go.
All right. That's flight number 4. And they look fantastic. Once again, you're watching International Kettlebell Games Detroit Qualifier being brought to you by Sony, Natural Force, CATS Kettlebell Algorithm Training Systems, F3-Performance.com. Fantastic. All right, we'll be coming back with Flight 5, led off by Michael Mueller, Whitney Liftig, Shane, Janice, and Colin. Full flight.
Getting ready to start flight 5, the seated chair press. Got Mike, Whitney, Shane, Janice, and Colin.
10 seconds.
Colin down at the end's pro. Mike and Janice are pro-am. Whitney and Shane are am.
Okay, so now we're in flight number 5. We have Mike on 1, Whitney on 2, Shane on 3, Janice on 4, and Colin on 5. So looks like we have a pro-am, an am, or 2 ams rather, 2 pro-ams, and then Colin all the way to the right, pro. Seated chair press is what you're watching right now. So it's not just a shoulder exercise. Even though being seated, you can't use your legs and things like that. It's still very much a core. So if you can utilize that thoracic bump and accelerate up, do a little bit of a paradigm shift in there, you can make it more than just a shoulder exercise, because if you do make it just shoulders, then you're going to fatigue very well. So even when I'm coaching, I try to get the athletes to come down very rapidly with the kettlebells. Don't try to control them down, because that also will fatigue the shoulders out. Everyone's looking fantastic. We're 2 minutes in, 3 minutes to go. Everybody's looking fantastic. Michael jumped off, like I said, trying to last 5 minutes in general is very, very difficult. All right, we got 60 seconds left. We are 30 seconds away from the end of this flight, and everybody's looking strong. Collins. Colin had nothing left in the tank. Yes. And Shane is just wrapping him out. He is a machine. You're a machine, Shane. A machine, man. He was just going to town. Everyone did fantastic. All right, so next up, platform 1, we're going to have Matt. Like I said, he's actually making his debut on the competitive platform after being away from competing for the last 2 years due to a pretty bad back injury. It's great to see him and have him back competing. On 2, we have Trinisha. 3 will be no one. 4 will be Deb. And 5 will be Tim. Hey, Amanda, did you say we get Chrissy? if you want to, go ahead and move, because Jeff is not here. So we can condense him back down to the first four.
Okay. All right. We're going to move everyone down here.
All right, so it has begun. On the two ends, we have Matt and Tim, both in the Pro-Am division, both heavyweights. So they're actually, even though they're teammates, they're going at it. And in the middle, we have Tranisha and Deb, also both Pro-Ams, teammates, but also competing against each other right now as well. Little inter-family competition going on right here. It's all fun. Game face, relax.
Good, Tim. Great job, everybody.
So like many of these events, not showing your pain is really, really important. It doesn't matter. Hurting is hurting. But not showing it actually can help you in performance, especially with a lot of overhead stuff. Because once you start tightening your face up, your neck tightens up, pulls your shoulder, traps start tightening up, pulls your shoulders out of place. So your whole anatomy changes, the whole exercise gets a little bit harder. So you can be in pain, try not to show it. Yeah. So we practice and we coach game face. We have talked about that all the time, game face. Right now everybody's looking really good. It's funny. I think Matt has probably one of the best game faces ever. Literally, you could be setting his butt on fire, and his face is always the same until the very last rep.
Here we go. A little over halfway.
We always laugh because in training, like he never breaks down until he gets to the point of absolute failure, and we all hit that often. And when he does that last rep, he'll make the funniest scream yell you ever heard in your life. But everybody's looking fantastic right now. Tim is. Matt's looking very, very strong. Matt is a seasoned pro in seated chair press, and he's actually stronger than I am in the shoulders. So last minute he decided to go on pro-am instead of pro because he just the double 70s on his back at some of the events was just a little bit too much for him. But I suspect by next year he'll be in the pro division as well. He is a physically very strong athlete. Trinisha stepping up. Last year she was an amateur, so she's right next to Matt. She's now in the pro-am. She's also very, 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 very strong. And Debbie's just a little dynamo, you know. So she actually had to drop down the division this year due to severe strain of one of her wrists. And Tim ends at about 4 minutes 5 seconds.
Good job.
Great job, Tim.
All right, we've got about 45 seconds left. This is the time where you're going to see Matt start picking up the pace a little bit. Even when it's hard to pick up the pace. There it is. Deb is repping it out. You got 30 seconds.
Come on, guys. Need to let him drop. Come on, Matthew.
Come on,
Deb is looking fantastic.
Come on, Matt.
Come on.
10 minutes, 5 minutes.
What's funny is every picture that I see, my face is red, my head is white. Right. Like I'm wondering if my head is too. Thank you. You throw those pictures online? I'll give it right down here, right down the street. I rode by 25 times trying to find it. That was old. And Matt was down there working out too.
Been there since it opened.
When I first got there, there were 0 people there. Children. Going mad. I've only done this one other time, and that was last week. And I only lasted like a minute 20 seconds before I started out. I was trying for 45 if I didn't know it was that close to 50.
You're looking for your card.
Oh, I was curious about my first. 30, 50, 88 reps first. Thank you, sir. Yep.
I knew I saw it this morning. Yep. Here, Gary.
All right, so let's synchronize.
Okay, 5 minutes. Coming up on the last event of the day, the gorilla. Oh, here. Here, let's move this back. Actually. I just, another couple inches would have been.
All right, so we're less than 30 seconds away from the last event of the day. This is one we call Gorilla, which is going to be 5 power cleans, 5 sit-up pullovers, as well as 10 elevated burpees. The athletes are going to try to do 5 rounds as quick as they can with a cap of 10 minutes.
I was just wondering what day the senior open is. The thing I'm going to Grand Rapids.
It sounds like this the week after we get like the 6th,
Like, what's
June
the date?
6th, Saturday, I think. Okay, so unlike a normal kettlebell clean, where you get to swing and use momentum, you're going to see the athletes put the kettlebells down. They take their hands off of them to stop the momentum. Matt's looking very efficient. He's already in 5. I'm sorry, in 2, round 2. Finishing up, about to start facing round 3. And it's just under 2 minutes at this point. All right, round 3 is about to start. And then we have Mike in the sit-up pullover of the second round. Matt's being very, very methodical, like a machine. And Mike just repping out, rep after rep. Nice steady pace. Like I said, that's so important. And you can hear the struggle in Mike's voice, but once again, that's 140 pounds. He's trying to rip off the floor repetitively, and he's looking fantastic. Matt is definitely going to go under 6 minutes. He is looking really, really fast. Both these guys are very strong, tough athletes. You know, part of the time they train out of Michigan Kettlebell up in Troy, Michigan. And part of the time they train at Detroit Tough. Shout out to Roger down there, downtown Detroit. Phenomenal facility as well. Had a lot of fun there a couple weeks ago. We took a little field trip and Had some fun messing around with all kinds of strongman stuff and climbing apparatuses. My kind of stuff. And just like I predicted, Matt was way under 6 minutes. A machine. Now the last time I watched Mike do this, he didn't get to 10 minutes. So let's see what he can do on this one. He's looking fantastic. He's looking awesome. All eyes on him right now, but he can handle the pressure for sure. Strong. That's it, Mike. He is looking awesome. For a lightweight pro competitor, it's not very easy. I mean, it's even challenging for the heavyweight pros. So, 1 down, 4 to go. He's looking great. All right, so now I have the pleasure of having in the booth my teenage powerlifting, kettlebell slinging, elite lifters. I got Colin and Tim. What's going on, guys?
How's it going?
How you guys feeling?
Good.
Are you, yeah, as you should be at this point. So how are you guys thinking about your performance-wise thus far?
I did better than I thought I would in chair press. I PR'd by more than 10 reps.
Yeah.
And then in the medley, I tied my last one.
PRs, that's always a good thing. And for those people out there who don't know what PR is, that is personal record is what that is.
For being my first competition, I'm definitely happy with how I'm doing.
Yeah, that's right, man. And it's funny because Tim, instead of going into amateur, now mind you, he's never done a kettlebell competition ever. So to jump into the kettlebell games and go right to pro-am, that is pretty decent. And then Colin stepping up right away. He had no choice though. Yeah. going to the pro division. And once again, like I said, these are two 16-year-olds that have just an amazing career in athletics ahead of them. So after this, what's coming up next?
We got nationals up in Texas in powerlifting.
Yep.
We gotta break some records there.
So how is the training for powerlifting as well as the type of metabolic conditioning for like the kettlebell games? Has it been something that's been easy to juggle back and forth, or?
It's been a little easier than you'd think it would be, but it's hard. Like, you gotta push yourself and you gotta have the endurance and you gotta have dedication, but you learn to just fight through it because it's something you're dedicated to and it's something you're passionate about, and you just make yourself do it, and it's something you love, so it's a lot easier when it's something you enjoy doing. And I love competing like this. I love training, and it's just the best.
Yeah, right on. So you heard the crowd go crazy because that was Michael Axel, who actually finished under 10 minutes. That's the first time he's done that, and that's amazing. So he's also hitting PRs. I'm seeing PRs all over the place today. We have number 2 coming up next. It's going to be Leroy Johnson, Erica Crawford, Andrew Willis, and Amanda Valles. So I know that for you, Colin, you're going up against heavyweight pro Leroy Johnson. I mean, you definitely have your work cut off for you going against that beast, you know?
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling so far about that?
Leroy's hard competition, and I mean, he's a good friend of mine now. I like having competition like him because it's a friendly competition. We push each other.
Right.
But then we also got that we got to beat one another. One of us has to win.
Now, do you think you can take him down?
I think I could. We'll see after this event. I mean, he's got me in chair press. But.
Do you think you could take him down in MMA though? Like literally take him down?
No, he'd murder me.
Are you kidding me?
I wouldn't last 2 seconds.
I'm not saying win a fight. I'm just saying take him down.
Probably not.
No.
Yeah.
No, he'd murder me.
It's pretty much
I'd probably go for something and I'm dead.
You step in the ring and you lay down.
Right. So Tim, you're in one of the highly competitive divisions with the Pro-Am, and this being your first event. Do you know how you're doing thus far? in comparison to everybody else?
Not really. I'm hoping I'm doing well because this is my first competition and it's definitely fun.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it to be as entertaining as this, but I'm hoping I'm doing well compared to everybody else because I'm definitely trying to work hard at this.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you guys are looking great, and so then obviously after this we got 2 months of some hardcore training to put in place to get ready for the finals, which hopefully we can get. I'm hoping that a fair amount of the Dover crew comes out for that. We're going to be making some announcements, some new cool things that are going to be happening in the finals this year. I can't say them just yet, but some new hotness, new freshness. So why I got at least 2 of my teammates here. You know what? I've been mentioning the sponsors for the Kettlebell games all day. I got to mention the sponsors for Team F3, who, anytime you have a sponsor that gets behind you, especially companies like this that believe in you, it just makes training that much easier. Because I tell you, even though we're pro-am, all that stuff, no one gets a paycheck at this. So literally, no one's a true pro athlete by definition. We're all amateur, meaning that we're not getting paid. We're not getting paid to train. We're not getting endorsements. We're not getting anything like sponsorship, things like that. But the sponsors we do have actually made it easier by getting us. It's awesome to have companies behind you that actually help fuel you and believe in this, and especially because for us it's a passion. But yeah. So you both have the gorilla coming up next.
Yeah.
I gotta start getting warmed up. Colin, thanks. Tim, thanks.
Yeah.
All right, so I gotta leave the booth. Yes. We'll almost start this the last minute.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it'll be done in a few minutes?
No. We'll probably be done in about a half hour. Yeah. So here we are coming up into flight number 2. I got to go get my butt ready for this one. I'm in 3. So once again, we got Leroy in 1, Erica 2, Andrew 3, and Amanda on 4. You're watching the International Kettlebell Games, Detroit Qualifier.
Get it, everybody. Come on, go hard. Last one. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rufus. That's fine.
That's fine. So, in the second flight of the gorilla, we got Leroy, Erica, Andrew, and Amanda. Leroy using the 32, Erica using the 20, Andrew using the 24, Amanda is using the... I can't see from here.
Come on.
Come on, fast setup, Drew. Fast. Bounce it.
Of course, it's 5 cleans, 5 pullovers, then 10 elevated burpees. 5 rounds. Try to get it in 10 minutes. The burpees are the worst thing in the world, personally speaking. You need to make sure your toes land on the box.
Come on, rip these up, Drew.
He's coming up on his last round.
There we go.
Good job. Come on, Drew.
Break these out, Drew. Fast. Sub 6, Drew. Come on. Come on, sub 6. Go.
So Andrew got done right at the 6-minute mark, I believe. Oh, Erica just dropped the kettlebell on her foot as she was getting ready to move over to the transition.
Good job, Erica. Dig.
So, finished in 6 minutes, but I had one no count, but then he did the extra rep, so do I not have to put that?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Coming up at 7 minutes and 40 seconds. I think everyone's working on their last round. Two minutes. Amanda finished. Right around the 8-minute mark. So Leroy and Erica working on their last sets.
Dig, Erica. You got this. Get it.
finished his set. Erica only has her burpees left. 45 seconds to go.
Erica, you finished.
Oh, me? Sorry, Marina. I was like, I didn't think I was in this room. Chrissy, Mike, Dad, and Tanisha. So the balance is set for
Coming up on 30 seconds until we start the gorilla. We have Garen, Isa, Joanne, and Beth going in this flight.
Here we go, 15 seconds.
Come on, Joanne.
Coming up on the 3-minute mark in about 15 seconds.
Big jumps, Joanne.
Come on, Joanne.
Those cleans, when you start getting into the later rounds, really start to suck. But personally, not as bad as the elevated burpees. Everything else, to me, is easy.
Come on.
Compared to the elevated burpees.
Come on, Joanne.
10 seconds to the 4-minute mark.
Come on, Jay. Come on, Ice. Get it.
I'm assuming Garen's starting his 4th round.
That's it.
Because he usually finishes sub 6.
Come on, you got this, Joanne. Big jumps.
Good job, Joanne. Good job. Come on, Joanne. You're awesome. You got it, girl. All right.
So yep, Garen starting his last round. Looks like Joanne's on her last 10 burpees. Garen's on his last. I don't think Isa's too far behind.
Almost there. Come on.
Come on, Joanne. Keep going. You got this.
About 4 rounds.
Come on, back.
And Isa just finished hers. Oh. How the fuck? Yeah, they're all in that order.
She's got off.
Good work, way to dig.
And Beth just finished. Flight 3 done, Flight 4 coming up in about 6 minutes.
Tanisha, did you do the card in? Yep. Okay, let's see. Up next, John, Danielle, and Juanita.
What's that?
Roderick, Maureen, Mike, and John Darling. Counting, Leroy, me, and Joan. Is Joan still here? I'm right here. Oh, okay. Oh, here. Yes. John, Danielle.
Beast.
Why is Melanie's card in here?
Do it.
Did they have pre-worked out again? If it wasn't for everybody cheering.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's just like well, I know you weren't sales, but you had to deal with like it's the same kind of yeah. So, but it's really good for you to take
Make those
They're not kidding you. They're like,
John's a lightweight with the strength of a heavyweight. Actually, I think he's stronger than me.
So we got John Belkazar on 1. We have Daniela on 2. And we have Juanita in 3. Jacked.
Oh
Yeah,
my
her-
God.
Look at that vein.
She's more veiny than you.
Actually, it's funny. Daniela and both Juanita are just jacked. If the camera probably can't pick it up, but they're both shredded.
Yeah.
Nothing.
God. Oh my God. They're shredded. And endurance, like a mother. I can't swear.
Yeah. It's all right. We're not on public access or public TV. We can kind of, but we still should keep it PG just at least a little bit.
You never know. Well, who's watching?
But if something slips up a little bit, that's okay. It's human. You know what I mean?
Like Prodigy Kettlebell.
Yeah.
Kettlebell.
It's human.
Drista may be watching.
Strong.
God, they
Both.
are nothing but
All of them are insane athletes. I think this may be the fastest round.
Shout out to Craig Sylvester and his crew. Did a very, very, very strong crew up at Michigan Kettlebell.
John keeps going up though.
Yeah, no. That's just a rest.
I know it is.
This, but believe it or not, in talking to John, he struggles, believe it or not, with this particular the power clean, which is interesting. Like the one chink in his, if you want to call it a chink in his armor, is he's not super strong in comparison to his squat and I mean, he's still stressing with his other leg, lacks a little bit.
Quad is, but his strength from the floor is different.
Right.
Is a completely different aspect of lifting.
But he's being a machine right now, and that's all that matters.
John's endurance is insane, though.
Lightweight.
I've never seen someone with endurance like him.
Well, yeah, you run 60 to 100 mile races. That's
you gotta have that.
I want to slap somebody in the face like after 4 of those.
Yeah.
That's when you try talking.
The most I'll run at one time is 3 miles. That's it. Dunzo. I'm a sprinter.
I don't even do that.
I did 6 miles once. That was not fun.
So as one of the producers, I can honestly say that will never happen.
No, thank you. Please never do that. Medley should be first.
That will never happen.
I remember we did medley last after jerks and snatches in the last one, and that wasn't easy.
Right?
Well, no.
Like after a 5-minute jerk set, 5-minute snatch set, then we had the medley. That wasn't easy, and then that was a 2-day event. That wasn't. We're gonna have to do that again.
Yeah.
When it comes to the finals.
Oh yeah, no, okay, that 2-day event. Man.
Ooh, that 2-day event's fun.
Oh my God, I didn't get any sleep that whole weekend.
That weekend was a tough one.
Oh jeez. I had 7 rips, I think, on my hand, 5 to 7, something around there.
I don't know how I didn't rip.
I ripped a lot.
I did not rip.
I tell you what, thanks to the folks over at Natural Force, man, there's gonna be a lot of raw tea, Esquiate recovery nectar being drank until then.
Yeah. That whole day, you're gonna probably take a whole container. Don't take a whole container. I do not recommend
Beast
that.
Beast in the Box will probably definitely help with those hands.
Beast in the Box
Oh
is
yeah,
amazing.
for sure.
Oh, and that muscle relaxer, that makes everything better.
It's interesting. Last night, Beast in the Box actually makes a muscle soak that you put in the bathtub. So I used that last night. These bath salts, phenomenal.
Really?
Yeah, their product line is amazing. And once again, Beast in the Box, beastinthebox.com. They make organic, all natural skincare products for athletes. Check them out.
Great products.
Phenomenal products.
I use the muscle relaxer ointment on my knee because I have a torn meniscus. I've had it for months.
Yeah.
I just don't want to have the surgery to take a break from lifting. I put it on it. It's no knee pain at all. I have no pain. It's a great product. I recommend it to any athlete out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're an athlete and you care about your body, Beast in the Box is definitely what you need.
Come on, John, you got it, my friend.
And if you are after organic products, definitely the natural stack from Natural Force is a great stack to take.
Yeah, for sure. So if Joe and Justin, the owners of Natural Force, out there listening right now, shout out to you guys, man. Alexia from Beast and the Box. They do have a ladies line called Beauty and the Box. I'm not gonna lie, that muscle soak, it says Beauty on the box,
but it's
and
amazing.
I still used it.
I mean, we are a pretty good looking team.
You know what I mean? We stay fresh to death.
Well, yeah, we got the coolest shirts here. I mean,
all right, John is actually, once he completes this, will be his 5th. This will be a PR for him because I think the last time I talked to him, he's never went under 8 minutes.
Yeah, that's impressive.
So he's actually using the plantar flexion on top of the box, which is interesting to me.
I think that's what I'm gonna.
I choose to use the dorsiflex, but it's really, once again, it's really about what makes sense for you, you know.
Well, some people don't have that flexibility to bend their feet like that.
Yeah.
So it's a good position. Like Tim uses that because it like affects his toes and everything.
Yeah, I'm so lengthy that if I try and do it, it just messes. It hurts.
Yeah.
I mean, I use Dorsey, but
plantar flex
I have that flexibility.
Yeah. So once again, it's all about the athlete, you know.
I should probably go get warmed up. I'm up next.
Yes, tear it up, man. Go hard. Destiny's in your hands, man. It's in your hands.
See ya.
All right, Tim. All right, so that was wrapping up Flight 4. Now we're about to get coming up at the end of the month, and I have some pretty steep goals I'm going to try to hit when I'm down there. Hopefully I can get my whole team to qualify for Worlds, which would be outstanding. But, you know, I've come up with a workout regimen. You know, I'm training basically 7 days a week. I know for a lot of people that sounds crazy, but as long as you mix up the intensities and you make sure you pay attention to your nutrition and your rest and restoration, you know, you actually can do that. You know, as a matter of fact, a lot of times when I'm training people, I always tell them, look, be physical every day. Every day, be physical. But then the flip side of that is if you feel like your body needs a break, then you be smart and you take a break. But I've got it my training regimen down to a science now, and especially for the team that, like I said, literally most of us are going 7 days a week. So
now we're officially on 5 minutes.
okay, so we are about 5 minutes away from flight number 5. And in the pro division heavyweight, the competition between Colin and Leroy, it's be pretty busy. I think Colin took the medley with coefficiency. Leroy took the seated chair press with coefficiency. Right now it's coming down to the gorilla set. I want to say that Leroy went 8:20, 8:30 or something like that. So it's kind of an advantage, especially when two athletes are very close in conditioning. Whoever goes first is at a disadvantage because the other person can ramp up and really start focusing on a specific number, you know, which actually sometimes will help make the difference between, okay, do I rest and take a pause in this rep, or do I just bust through this? You know, when you have to do it and you have a number, a finite number or target in your mind, then you're going to do it, you know. So right now I got a veteran of the International Kettlebell Games, Matt Metzger. He missed out this year on the qualifier. Matt, what's happening? What's going on?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
How you feel being a spectator? I know it's killing
it's
you.
It's weird. It's killing me. I'm not up there. It really sucks. But you know, I'm staying strong at my other job. I have my kettlebell there, so I'm at least working on technique. It's not my competition weight, which is 53. I have the 35 at work. So I'm just, I'm working on technique, but I will hopefully be here in July, doing something in July for the final. So I'm gonna make it back in here on Sundays.
Right. Right on. I know it's always tough when you're. Matter of fact, in the spectating right now, there's a few competitors out there who competed in the last one, and for whatever reason, whether it's injury or just life in general, aren't competing this time. I know it's killing them. I've had a conversation with a few people, and they're like, "Man, it's so tough just watching this." It's funny because a lot of these people also, you know how you get nervous. You get, the butterflies set in, and you're kind of like, oh my God, I don't think I want to do this.
Yeah.
And then once you start watching, the energy ramps up. Then you're like, damn it, I should have did it.
Well, it was a good thing because it's a blessing in disguise because I had sciatica since last year. So resting, not doing so much with the kettlebells actually has healed that quite a bit. So I think I'll be ready for July, and that's gonna be a big plus because last year I had that throughout the whole games, and it was killing me. I was soaking in Epsom salt every single night for a week.
Yeah, sciatica, there's a few athletes I've known that have suffered from that, and that can be a debilitating at times, and sometimes it takes a long time for that to go away. It's weird. It's like I've known some people who can snap back from that immediately, and other people, like John, he had a tough time getting rid of that. I remember last year, part of the reason why he missed last year's games was because he had a bad case of sciatica that just debilitated him.
Yeah. It's really rough, especially if you have a job that you're on your feet a lot and you're standing there and it's just pain just shooting throughout your whole leg all the way, and it was making my toes actually numb too and tingle. So yeah, it's gotten a lot better. I'm still training every day, doing my weightlifting and training like a madman, but I'll be here.
Right on.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we are about to get underway right now with, even if this is for a brief second, to show that there's no momentum coming from it, which is unusual for normal kettlebell clean. People are pushing a very hard pace. Melanie's clean right now. Burpees, she's hardcore for sure. Everybody is finishing up the burpees right now, going into round 2 shortly. Melanie is on a mission. She's already finishing up with the power cleans of the second set.
Let's go, Melanie. Breathe.
cleans after a while really start taking a toll. And then most people hate burpees as it is, so then we make it more evil by making it an elevated burpee. And for me, that's the set I'm trying to get some active recovery in.
Yeah, I'm trying to recover during the pullovers.
The pullovers? Yeah,
pullovers and even the cleans.
Yeah, Matt is one of those individuals that burpees makes him angry.
They do, very much so. Twice as angry now that I have to do them elevated.
Who writes this stuff, man?
No. They should be punched.
Oh, man. I don't know. I think Melanie's going to try to set a course record here. She is flying. So for you, Matt, going into this, man, what's your strategy? What's your time you're going to try to beat? Do you have anything?
No, just try to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I usually hover right around 7:30, so
Yeah.
I'd like to get right around the 7-minute mark. I'd be happy.
Which you definitely can do.
Come on, Janice. Power through.
All right, Whitney is starting to show the pains. Everybody's doing fantastic. Yep, that's it. Hopefully the mic can pick that up. Whitney making the barbarian growl, you know what I mean? She's a strong, strong girl. I tell you, there's times that we're doing some prowler pushes in the gym and we'll load the thing up with like 320 pounds. Weights that usually the guys are moving, and she moves it, which is crazy. Her lower extremities are very, very strong. One of the spectators just yelled out, "You can rest at the end." That is so true, but sometimes your body just overrides that and goes, "No, you will rest now."
Yeah. Usually how I am in the last 2 sets of burpees.
Yeah, you will rest now. And believe it or not, even though the heavyweights are stronger, because they have so much more muscle mass, yeah, the power cleans tend to be a little bit easier, but it's the cardio stuff that tends to be a little more difficult. And that's what we take in consideration when we're putting together all these different events for the IKG, is really balancing things out so that everyone can meet on an even playing ground, you know? Digging hard.
He has a leg up, right? The card goes.
Colin's pushing hard. He's ending his 5th set right now. His goal was to go sub 8, and it looks like he's going to achieve that, which is really amazing for a bigger guy, for sure. And Colin gets his goal with authority. 7:39, I think I saw, maybe?
Something right around there, yeah.
So now we have Whitney. And Whitney, like I mentioned earlier, it's been really tough for her to train as hard as she's wanted to lately due to just some responsibilities with work, and just recently she got engaged. So congrats on that. So she's dealing with some real life stuff, but you know what? She signed up anyway, and she says she's going to buckle down and get ready for the finals. But kudos to her.
Good job, Dig. Good job, Whitney. Way to fight.
And you know, that's another thing that I love about the IKG events. Everyone is super supportive. It doesn't matter. You know, yes, it's a competition, but it doesn't matter. Everyone is pulling for everyone. No haters in here. And in fact, if there are any, Matt and I have hired marksmen and snipers to take care of that. So if they do show up, they never show up twice.
Minute 10 left. I think this is her last set.
Come on, Whitney, you got it.
Dig deep, Whit. You can do this.
Good job, Whitney.
Dig deep.
That's it, Whitney. You got it, Whitney. Good job, Whitney. One more. The hard one. Push, Whitney. Yes.
Good job.
Drive that bell. One.
So it doesn't look like she's going to make 10 minutes. But that's okay, because she's never even practiced this event. Literally the other day, I worked with her and just showing her what the exercises were. So that says something a lot about her character.
Whitney, good job. Yeah.
There you go. One more in. One more. Get it. Jump, jump, jump.
So that ends flight number 5. We're going into 6 now. We're going to have Michael, Tim, and Shane.
Melanie is
1, 2, 3.
Hey.
No, Melanie just went.
No.
That was the girl that just killed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just gave you your card.
Yeah, and I was wondering why I'm getting handed the card.
Oh.
That's why we have judges.
Oh.
We're supposed to be doing this shit.
Oh, I got you. Oh, shit. Oh, sorry for cussing, but rigor mortis has now set in. And I'll be back.
Does this make sense? She got 4 rounds in and was into 2 burpees of the 5th round. Okay. Let me collect all of them. Left.
All right, okay.
Left.
You up next?
No, I got one more and then I'll be up next. And then we'll be done. So, almost done.
You got one more? No. That's boy Leroy again, man. Kickboxing, man. That's crazy.
Yeah? Yes.
I be watching sometimes on TV. Man, I'd be wanting to shoot the guy. He kicked me and hit me like that.
Just a little bit.
A minute away from flight 6.
Yeah, here we go. 40 seconds.
Got Mike, Tim, and Shane. Mike and Tim are pro-am, Shane's an am.
Come on, Maureen and Leroy. 30 seconds.
Am I? I'm not counting.
Yes, you are.
Oh, I didn't know.
We do this before. I guess I'll. After this,
And starting.
We knocked this out in like 4 minutes. Because he's that flipping good. And he's a tough competitor.
Good job. Come on, Timmy. There you go.
Stand up. Jump. There you go.
So in the background you hear Chrissy telling Mike to jump, because a lot of times in these events when you're just going and going and going, even just doing a burpee, they're just trying to muster up enough energy to get off the floor can sometimes be so tough when you have nothing left in the tank. We're at the 5-minute mark, a little over.
Keep going. Timmy, come on, let's go. Stop, come on. Fight through. Come on, guys. Go.
Shane kills it in 5 minutes and 35 seconds. Woo! Get it, Shane. Dude, I thought that was Colin from Dover. Didn't it look like him? Is that him?
No.
What the fuck?
No.
Looks just like him. Holy shit.
He doesn't look like something.
I just dropped the F-bomb. I'm sorry. But Colin, if you're listening right now, man, your twin just walked in the door. I thought you might have flown in to see this. So getting done with a stellar performance is Shane. And I was going to try to catch his breath right now. It's like the worst thing to be interviewed when you're still trying to recover.
I'm all good.
You all good?
Yes, sir.
And you killed it, man.
Thank you. Thank you. This is fun, Garen.
I'm glad you like it, man. That's what we try to do at the very least, is make it, because the exercises suck.
Oh.
But still, trying to make it fun. And
I tried getting done before 5:30.
Dude, you were right there.
Yeah,
that was amazing.
5:31. Mad about the two little breaks.
Yeah, going forward, I know like for the finals, that's gonna be my goal too. Is try to go sub 6.
Right.
I've been hovering in that area, but
3 years ago I walked into your gym.
I know, man.
And said, "Holy crap, this is a gym," and now I own one very similar to yours.
Yeah, so let's talk about that, man.
Very similar.
So, what's the name of your gym?
Functional Fitness.
Yep. And you're where?
In Perry, Michigan, which is about 10 miles east of Lansing. We got rowers, kettlebells, bumper plates, turf, monkey bars, TRX.
Love it.
Dumbbells.
All the fun stuff,
Yeah, your body's the machine.
That's it, man. All the fun stuff.
For real.
And you have a bunch of phenomenal athletes up there as well, right?
A lot of good athletes. I had one lady that competed today. We both gave ourselves about 10 days to get ready for this. we each ran through the workout. It was killer. Very much killer.
Now, do you guys have a website for your?
Yep.
What is it?
Functional.com, but it's there's no C in the word functional. It's an X. FUNXTIONAL.com.
Don't ask me to spell right now. He looked at me like I was gonna finish spelling for him. Nope, not right now.
Couldn't remember if I said the N or not.
All cognitive senses have shut off. The only thing on my mind is pizza, gluten-free, and napping.
That's right.
That's it.
We opened up in November. I yesterday signed up my 125th and 126th members.
Yeah, congrats, man. That's a big deal.
Cool.
Once you break that 100, that's a big deal.
Yeah, pretty cool.
So once again, if you are in or around the Lansing area, you got to check out my man Shane. He is the real deal, legit. And I know you just said you got back from a CrossFit competition.
Yeah,
right?
Did my very first CrossFit competition 2 weeks ago.
How'd that go?
As well. We did really well. Got beat by a handful of people, and we beat a handful of people.
Right on.
And we are not a CrossFit gym.
Right.
I don't do I do CrossFit workouts, but it's not. I'm 100%. Not redline 6 days a week.
Yeah.
So I was proud of where we're at.
Yeah,
my partner has only been lifting and exercising for 4 months. It was a partner workout. And we still finished in the middle of the pack. So
he's one of those guys that's not even in a situation being deconditioned. He said he's never been conditioned and he jumped in.
He was a runner. He just hasn't lifted weights. So he had the wind. He just didn't have the strength quality. But now he's very strong.
Yeah, and it's interesting because I love doing CrossFit stuff too. And personally for me this year, I started doing the CrossFit Open.
Right.
And they changed it in the Masters this year where it's like you didn't have to beat the people in the region. I had to place top 200 out of all Masters in the world.
Yeah.
So by 14.3, I had whittled down to about 550 or something like that in the world out of like 7,000 athletes. But then we literally came back from states for powerlifting. And when you do maximal lifts, like it might not sound like much, but when you're doing 9 maximal lifts at a powerlifting, it takes a hot minute to recover. And so Sunday, Monday, I didn't have it. I just didn't have it. I'd have killed myself, so
Right.
I backed out of it. But man, I was in that. The 14.4 was a workout I felt like I could have got down on.
Which one was 14.4?
That was the one with the rowing, the muscle ups,
Oh, geez,
all different
yeah.
types of things. Because I'm not that many guys
Can do muscle ups.
in Masters 2 can do muscle
Right.
ups. I can
Not
do
many,
muscle ups.
You know, yeah.
So I was like, oh my gosh, when I saw that workout, but I would have literally probably put myself in the hospital. And like I was telling people out there, even though I train 7 days a week, I don't redline it 7 days a week.
Yeah.
I just stay active 7 days a week, and I'm very smart at what I do. So for me to push to do 14.4 probably would have put me in the hospital, and it wasn't worth it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I love doing the CrossFit stuff too. So
it's fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Still say my heart lies with the
Yeah,
kettlebells.
yeah.
For sure.
So do you guys have like do you have a calendar on your website with
Yep.
like classes and things
Yeah,
like
there's
that?
we have 5 classes every single day that we put on. There's a 6 a.m., a 7 a.m., 8 a.m., and then 5:30 and 6:30 Monday through Friday.
Okay.
And then there's a 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock and a 9 o'clock on Saturday mornings.
Right on.
It's just me.
Right. Teaching all of them?
Everything. I'm
Holy
the only person
smokes,
involved
man.
in the whole thing. So.
I thought you had some other trainers.
No, right now it's just me. I get there at about 4:45 in the morning and I leave at 8:15 at night.
Yeah. Welcome to gym ownership.
That's right. Rise and grind every
That's
day.
right. I think my brother's tuning in San Diego, and he just opened up his first gym in San Diego, and he called me a couple of weeks ago. He's like, Garen, you did not tell me that running a gym meant I was going to be giving my whole life up 7 days a week.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, man, well, you didn't ask me.
Yeah.
I'd have told you that. You never asked me that
Yeah.
question.
I'm just
Your hands
just
on,
getting
man.
started, man. I deal with everybody. I just added one lady who actually got certified through Ken.
Okay, yep.
About 3 weeks.
Shout out to Ken Blackburn out there.
Big Ken. So she just got certified through the IKFF, and she now teaches 3 kettlebell classes each week. So I get to go watch my son play t-ball 2 nights a week, which is
Yeah,
fun.
right on. How's your son?
9.
9. Oh, he's here. Yeah, right on. What's he think about Dad getting down on the kettlebells?
He loves it.
Has he
loves
been
it.
messing with kettlebells yet?
A little bit, yeah.
Wearing a belt for this, the athletes that do it, they usually end up taking it off after the power cleans. So that takes time. So maybe he's going to go for a world record. I know that he said he was going to try to go sub 7 minutes in this, and for him that'd be a PR.
Good job, Debbie.
In order to have a PR, that means you had to have done this once before, correct?
Yeah, that's
Way to power
right.
through.
With
Today
the
is your
with the
PR.
prescribed weights. Well, Amanda, she's never used 2 competition kettlebells. So she went from small kettlebells.
Yeah.
So she's like, swing both these.
But now she knows what to expect. You gotta start training big time for July, you know. Hopefully the crew from Dover. So once again, I gotta give a shout out to Colin McGarity out there. Hopefully he's watching. Some of his crew is watching out in Dover. We were there for the qualifier out there. Some great athletes. I hope they're gonna be able to make it to the finals in July. Yeah, Seacoast. He's got a kick ASS gym, man.
Yeah.
He really does. Runs a great crew, great gym. I know he's constantly winning like Business of the Year awards out there in general. When I was talking to him, he's thinking it's like over 500 members.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. But so Colin, man, I hope you and your wife, who's a fierce pro competitor, I hope you guys make it down. I hope you guys bring a good portion of the crew down and come play in the IKG final playground in July.
I posted the video of Garen's gorilla set on Facebook and tagged him. So if anybody goes, they can check out the gorilla killer. Swinging the 72s like it was nothing. Well, I guess not swinging. Cleaning,
power cleaning.
Come on, Tanisha.
I'm hoping that earlier I mentioned about like Matt keeps a game face. He's pretty stoic, in everything that he does, you know.
Good job, Debbie. Way to
But
go,
every once in a
Debbie.
while, when he gets to a maximal last rep, he'll make out the craziest sound effect ever. And I'm hoping he makes that sound effect just so people can hear it. It's like a cross between Goofy, the character, and a woman who just got done seeing like some type of poltergeist or something. It's the craziest noise ever.
A woman and Goofy have
yeah,
a baby.
Combined.
That's hilarious.
Like you would never expect it to come out of his mouth.
Come on, Deb.
Everyone's pushing hard. This is a high metabolic conditioning set right here. It is a sprint. It's funny, like this particular set is kind of reminiscent of how it feels like when you get done running like a half mile, which is a sprint essentially.
Yeah.
You know?
Pick him up, Debbie. Pick him up.
It doesn't seem like much, but going from 5 cleans to 5 sit-ups and then gathering yourself for 10 of those silly burpees.
Are you one of the athletes that hates burpees? See, I love burpees too. I don't mind them at all.
You might enjoy this story. 2 weeks ago, I had a guy cancel his gym membership and then challenge anybody to burpees. And so I said, how about this? I'll bet you your next month's gym membership and race you to 100 burpees. I could have given him a 3.5-minute head start. I did 100 burpees in 6 minutes and 14 seconds, and I watched him for 30 seconds and cheered him on in the middle of it.
Did you make him buy another membership at double the price?
No, I just he had already canceled. So
okay, I'd have been like,
basically,
okay, here's
it's
the
like
deal.
I'm not getting his money. Might as well see if I can.
One of the there's
in.
something that we'll do every once in a while, and I might bring it back this year. Every year, except for from like I said, it seems like the average is right around 50 minutes, 47 somewhere in there. You know? But you should try that sometime, man. That's crazy.
If anybody from Functional Fitness is listening, our workout for Friday night has just been decided.
Sorry, crew.
Aaron Grooms, you are going to throw up.
You know where I got that from, though? I was watching it was a CrossFit guy years ago before it was the big, Reebok took over and all that stuff. And he decided to celebrate his 45th birthday with doing a mile worth. That's what he wanted to do for his birthday. And so it took him like 2 hours or something like that to get through that. And I was like, man, what a great idea, but we'll go a half mile.
Yeah. Let's not kill everybody.
Yeah. All right, so everybody.
Good job out there.
Man.
Good job, Debbie.
Matt got under 7 minutes. He just killed it.
He's still laying on the floor. All I can see is his chest moving up and down over the table.
We got Trinisha and Deb. Trinisha generally comes in around 8:30 or less. I think it's her last round. Debbie is always fighting hard to make it under 10. She has done it before.
Good job.
Come on, Debbie.
Hey, Debbie, if you're talking, you're not going hard enough.
Come on, Debbie, you got this. That's the same thing I told Garen at the end of his set.
Yeah, but you can't use that on me, though.
I did. I used it on you.
I know you did.
This is a fun thing, man. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, man, I am so glad you made it, man. I am so glad, man. Once again, what is the address to your gym?
The website address is www.functional.com. Functional spelled F-U-N-X-T-I-O-N-A-L.
Right on. Phenomenal gym. So once again, if you're in the Lansing area, you got to check him out. Shane is the real deal. And I'm looking forward to bringing the crew up there for a field trip, man, and hanging out with you guys and getting down. Yeah. All right, Shane. I'll see you in a little while, man. Thanks, homie.
Come on, Dad, you got this.
Sub 7? God dang, dude. Yeah. You're supposed to, I think your judge is supposed to collect this. That's okay. We got it. So my good friend and partner in the IKGA, Matt, just crushed his PR with
6:53.
Dang. Where'd that come from?
Because I knew I had to beat a 16-year-old. It's amazing that amount of energy that gives you.
Oh, the motivation factors, man. I love it. All right, so Tranisha finished. I think Deb's on her last round. Everyone's rooting her on right now. The last competitor of the last event for the day. It's over. It's over.
Yeah, I think she just wants to actually finish it.
Man, they're pushing her to finish no matter what. What a great community of lifters. And a great crowd in general. And IKG Detroit Qualifier is in the bag. I know award ceremony will be coming up soon as we tally up all the scores. Once again, this phenomenal day is being brought to you by Sony. So all of the equipment that we're using right now is fueling this situation, bringing you this live broadcast. Also, my friends over at Natural Force, please do yourself a favor. Go to mynaturalforce.com, check them out. They do have an Instagram, they're on Twitter, they're on all that stuff, and it's always, I believe, My Natural Force. Their raw tea, which is their pre-workout, Ischiate. I just love saying that. I just sound cool when I Ischiate. Day to test their might on these platforms. And then, now just thinking of the team sponsors. Once again, Natural Force. They've been with us. They really believe in what we're doing. Check them out at beastandthebox.com. If you are an athlete and you are a stickler on what you put in and on your body, do yourself a favor, check them out. Organic, natural products. I always tell people, it doesn't matter, even when it comes to skincare, your skin pulls in 70% of whatever you put in your body into your bloodstream, right? So if you're going to be putting stuff that you can't pronounce on your skin, all that's going to do is add inflammation to your body. Why do that? Put on stuff that's real. You know what I mean? And they have a great lineup. Just a couple of things. They have a really good hand balm. So snatches, long cycle, power lifters were very grip intensive. And that tends to tear the flesh off the palms and make it rough. Every night I put that stuff on before I go to bed. I haven't had a rip since doing that. My hands stay nice, soft, and supple. Yes, I said that. They also have their muscle relaxer, their heat healer. Awesome stuff. The one thing that's, like BioFreeze and some of these other products out there, they work, but they also have that very powerful smell, and a lot of people don't like that. This product smells wonderful. It's very light, and it does the job beautifully. It has MSM delivery system put into it. That just means healing. Last night, I was, for the first time, I actually used their pre-soak bath salts. Phenomenal. Speaking for the men, they have a great combo body wash shaving gel type thing. Phenomenal. They have great face scrub for men. Phenomenal. And all the same thing for the ladies as well. The ladies line is called Beauty in the Box. The men is Beast in the Box. Check them out. And then once again, F3 Fitness and Cats. I can't say more about those companies as well. F3 Fitness, yeah, I'm part owner of that company. But man, it's one of the things that Matt and I built the International Kettlebell Games is one of the things that we use is for the lifters, by the lifters. And F3 is not just about me, it's not just about my partner Brian, it's about the community of people who come here. Same thing with the IKG. It's not about Matt and I, it's about the lifters who participate and get down, and there's such an influence on what we do. And speaking of which, going into the finals, which would be the weekend of July 11th, 12th. The first day There'll be 3 events. The second day, there's known 2 events. The third one is actually going to be voted on by the members of the IKGA. So to get information on that, what you want to do is go to ikbgames.com. We try to keep everything updated up there. You can also find us on International Kettlebell Games on Facebook as well. And I believe our Twitter is IKB Games. You can find us on Twitter as well. Eventually, we'll get an Instagram page. We're not caught up to that yet. And once again, like I said, Kettlebell Algorithm Training System. That's really what helps our kettlebell athletes get ready, especially in the typical lifts. It does wonders without having you have to do long sets. It's shorter, quicker sets, a little bit more intense, but it's all about that work capacity and minimum efficient dosage. So check that out, f3-performance.com. All right, I'm going to stop gabbing right now. We're going to start getting ready for the award ceremony. And I just want to thank everybody again for tuning in. And I think we might even broadcast the award ceremony, so if you want to stay tuned to that, you can. Pizza, gluten-free, and a nap. I'm out.
That's fine.
What?
I think Juanita took everything. Yeah, Juanita took everything. He just had to beat Leroy's time because he won in the won in the med fake. So.
How'd you end up? You took first?
Only because of rocks. Because I
doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know. Because I beat everyone on chair press.
All right, so you can give the awards for everybody else. When it comes to you, I'll do yours.
Totally everything else, and we'll do that.
See you on Tuesday. No, you're not. Don't even try it.